instruments are instruments that you blow to make the sound. This is different from brass instruments where you buzz to make the sound. Some woodwind instruments have a small, flat, thin piece of wood called a reed, and that vibrates when you blow over it to make the sound. Now, I'm not very good at playing woodwind instruments, but Mr. Datson is, so I've asked him to help us show some instruments for you today. Big thanks to Mr. Datson for his help.
So first up we have this instrument. It's called a fife. Now the fife is a woodwind instrument. You can see that it has some holes in it where you cover the holes with your fingers to change the notes. That changes the amount of distance the air goes through the instrument, which changes the pitch. Next up we have a flute. A flute is also a woodwind instrument that you blow across the hole to get the wind flowing at a certain angle to make the sound. You can see that there are 3 distinct pieces that fit together. You can see that the buttons cover different holes in different combinations so that you can change the pitch of the instrument in different ways. Next up we have the clarinet. The clarinet is a reed instrument, which means it has a small thin piece of wood that you blow over to make the sound. Here you can see it's attached to the mouthpiece. Here's the clarinet all put together. Like the flute, the clarinet has buttons called keys that you press down to cover the holes to change the pitch of the instrument. Here we have the alto saxophone. There are a few different kinds of saxophone. This one's an alto. You can see that it has some different parts. As with the clarinet, it has the keys that change the pitch, covering different holes in the instrument to make the air travel longer and shorter distances. It has a neck strap so you can clip it on and rest it comfortably while you play. Oops, it doesn't have a reed in. You must have the reed in the saxophone's mouthpiece so that you can make a sound. And here we have a tenor saxophone. As you can see, the tenor saxophone also has a mouthpiece with a reed in it, and the tenor saxophone is bigger than the alto sax, so it has a lower pitch. You can see that it has a similar mouthpiece to the other saxophone and to the clarinet, and you hold it in a similar way using the buttons to change pitch.
There are lots of other woodwind instruments. You might see some like the bassoon or the oboe in an orchestra. You might see some like the harmonica or the pan flute in a different kind of music. What other instruments can you think of that are woodwind? Any instrument that you blow the air through the instrument or over a hole in the instrument, that's a woodwind instrument. See you next time.